Alright guys, and just like that we are What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. So today is the day I believe I'm going to be selling the Ducati 1098. I got it almost exactly, if not less than a week ago. It might actually be like a week and like a couple days. I'm not sure the exact date that I purchased it, but I have someone coming over from Tucson. I have the bike outside, and the reason that I wanted to film this is not just because, I bought and then I sold my Yamaha R6, right? I buy and sell like these different cars, and then I bought and sold the CBR for my friend. Now I'm buying and selling this Ducati, but the reason I find this one to be so important, the reason that I wanted to talk about it was to talk about the importance of, when you're buying and selling, products or whatever it is that you're trying to make a profit off of, the importance of being honest. And what I mean by that is, after I purchased the Ducati, I discovered that the bike is in need of service and is in need of potentially new batteries. So people were using it as essentially just a bike that they had in the living room, just like we do. And because I'm not riding the Ducati since I don't ride motorcycles anymore, I really just wanted it as a piece of art. I always post whatever it is that I have for sale online. Just like when I purchased my Z06, I posted it right away online for sale, and it's just the type of person I am. So right as I bought the Ducati, I posted it for sale to see if I can make a couple bucks off of it. Now I got someone that made me an offer that wasn't at the price I was asking for, but it's, decent. So he's coming right now. I talked to him about the bike, and when he comes here, I want to make sure that, I lead by example, since I have a series of a couple thousand, subscribers, and you guys are always looking for different avenues and how to make money, right? And I want to make sure that we make money the right way, and that's in being honest. You should never try to make a profit off of someone else's losses, if you know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with, when someone's trying to sell a product and then you offer them a certain price and you build this margin of profit, in a sense, almost like lowballing, right? But it comes down to that individual's actually selling it, no understanding, what's going on. Now, when you're selling it in a sense to manipulate or try to make a profit off of someone, when you know something's wrong with a product, then that is, what we're gonna be trying to avoid. And that's not necessarily something that we're gonna try to avoid. It's something that everyone needs to avoid. It's the reason, there's so many different platforms out there, as in Craigslist, as in, why people tend to usually just either pay the extra dollar to buy at a dealership, because people within, these person-to-person platforms where you buy and sell products is very shady and is very, always kind of manipulative. And we want to make sure that not only when it comes to trading penny stocks, we provide a supportive community, but as well within our group of mobile investments, I want to make sure that we lead by example. And if that means that I can't make this deal go through because of that, and I have to cut my losses, then so be it. But I know that I'm not going to be, making money off of someone else's losses. That's gonna have to dump, hundreds if not thousands of dollars into a product. In no way is the Ducati something in deep need of that. It probably needs about a $200 service, just because it's a little bit more of an expensive bike. And then there's a small imperfection on the bike, which I'm definitely gonna make sure that the new owner potentially is aware of. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the complete bike. If you guys haven't actually seen when I purchased the bike, I went with Jake and I went with Tanner to actually buy the bike. It was right here within 5-10 miles of where it is that I live. We brought it back. We really just had it sitting in my living room until someone came and made an offer. And I've received multiple offers, but I really like this guy just because he got straight to the point. And leading up to this video, I actually didn't know that this bike had any of those issues. It was actually the first owner, after he saw that I had it posted for sale, reached out to me. First was a little salty because I had the bike for sale, which, is understandable in a sense because, he's the first owner, and then he sold it for a pretty low price. But then reaching out to me and in a sense, just listing all the things that's wrong with the bike and not actually letting me know, that's what's kind of upsetting, right? He tried to almost manipulate the whole sale, but now is upset that I'm trying to sell it for a profit. And regardless if, you bought it or I bought it for a low price, whatever it comes down down to. You should never try to, you know, manipulate anyone into buying something that they're not fully aware of. And it really comes down to the disclosures on how honest you are and how you can live with yourself. You know, I'm not gonna be okay with, you know, screwing someone over for a couple hundred or a couple $1,000 just so I can make a couple bucks. In no way is that ever going to be okay. And it really comes down to the type of person you are and the type of business that you want to run and want to be known for, right? You don't only want to build a business, but you want to build a name for yourself and make sure that that's credible. And you definitely don't want to discourage that nor minimize, you know, that name just in the beginning when trying to make a couple extra bucks just to make it happen. So that's one of the first things that I would like to suggest for everyone that's out there that's thinking of buying and selling, you know, bikes, cars, whatever it is that you're trying to make a profit of. You know, be honest. Provide, you know, a full disclosure on what it is that you're aware of and potentially what it's going to need. And if the buyer is still willing to buy it and willing to negotiate maybe a little bit of a lower price, then it comes down to you as the investor and the businessman to justify that. So hopefully you guys enjoy and hopefully the sale goes through. So I priced mine relatively, you know, at the lowest out there in the market, and I think this guy's picking it up for potentially the lowest, but again, I got it for a little bit of a better deal, and I'm just gonna, you know, sell it and flip it pretty quick, and that's really just it. I don't want to hold on to it for a long time, and I know that someone can definitely put some good use for it, and if this guy wants to buy it and sell it for a profit, I'm definitely not going to be messaging him and kind of calling him out on everything. And it really comes down to, you know, if someone's willing to pay a certain dollar amount, then I'm no one to, you know, infringe on that, and I want to make sure that that's 100% clear. If he could sell this for, you know, $10,000 and make a couple thousand off of me, then, you know, congrats to him because he found the potential and he found the buyer. I didn't. So that's really just it. Other than that, I don't really know what else to film. I don't usually feel comfortable filming that actual like transaction because of the just person not feeling comfortable being on camera. But I have the title on hand, if you guys can see, and this is the key. But other than that, that is pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, if you guys want to spread the word about, you know, building an honest business and stuff like that, feel free to give it a thumbs up and to share it with those that you think can benefit from it. And if there's any suggestions or any questions that you guys would like to recommend for my YouTube channel, please feel free to let me know down in the comments or direct message me within the Tech Bud Solutions group chat. Again, the link is provided for you down below if you guys want to learn how to trade penny stocks. We're sitting a little bit over now 21,000 members now worldwide, and the thing that we do best is we provide an honest and supportive community for both, you know, experienced and new traders. So go ahead and make sure you click on that link if you haven't done so already. We'd love to be a part of your success. And again, it is a 100% free platform that you can join. Again, it is straight through Facebook. Once you get accepted on the top pin post, all the links are provided for you on the top pin post, and then you can network with all of us. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, guys. Alright guys, so when I had it in the garage, it honestly doesn't do it justice on how beautiful this bike is. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have a Canon G7X that I'm recording with, so it's supposed to be high quality. I want to make sure that you guys can see how absolutely amazing. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's just because I'm into bikes or whatever it is. I mean, I'm not even that much of a bike guy, honestly. But, oh, look at that. Look at my sexy Z06 behind. But, man, this bike is like amazing. It's probably one of the best looking bikes. From the very beginning, that has been, I think, the best looking bike that I ever had the blessing to own. And it was one that I was when I was looking for like the R6 and stuff like that, I ran across a white one just like this one. This is like 2013 or something like that, and it was beautiful. I think the white one with like the red kind of like rims on the bike is the perfect spec, but this red one, it has to be second. So this has to be probably one of my, you know, most favorite bikes or my dream bike. And I'm, again, so lucky to have been able to buy it. And again, I've created this kind of like, I don't want to say business out of it, but in a sense, just a hobby. I don't do anything special when it comes to the certain things. You know, I get to drive around in like Z06s and Ducatis, and it's not just because it's so simple and stuff like that. I don't want to make it seem like that. You definitely have to work very hard in effort to actually be able to buy them. But then once you buy them, and if you buy them smart, that's what I want you guys to understand. Once you have the money, it's not just throwing it away just because you have it, but still treating it as a form of investment. You know, buying low and trying to sell high or break even, especially with depreciating assets, right? With the Z06, I'm still, you know, way below the market value right now for what I actually bought it for and what I could actually sell it for. Same with the Ducati. Same with my GTR, same with the M3, same with every other car that I've, you know, bought to own. Yes, I mean, I've broke even on some, but that really just comes down to, you know, I still got to enjoy, you know, driving around in vehicles. That it's something that I truly enjoy to do, and I know not every single one of you understands that. But for you, for those that really want to, like, you know, be able to drive these cars, and my roommate Sergio says that I kind of take the whole I take the beauty out of owning these cars, and some people might think that just because I treat them more as an investment. And when I bought the GTR, I wish I would have, you know, started filming or YouTubing at that time, but that was probably one of the, you know, the happiest moments of my life, because it was something that I worked so hard for since the age of 14, and then by the age of 21 I had the blessing in being able to afford it and actually buying the GTR. But now when I bought, like, you know, the Z06, it's definitely a fun experience, or when I buy this, or when I buy the M3, or when I buy any other cars, it's more, I treat it more as a business, so I'm a little bit more serious and less, you know, kind of emotional. But that's just the type of person I am. But it's something that I definitely enjoy every single day that I get to do, and I don't want to minimize that. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that. But it comes down to, you know, having a plan, understanding, you know, what it is that you need to achieve to be able to afford these first, right? So being able to have the money of the, you know, $80,000 to $100,000, whatever it is, and then starting young, or starting right now. There's nothing wrong with starting right now and being able to afford it, you know, 4 or 5 years down the road, 6 years, as long as you're willing to, you know, work for it. It doesn't come more simple than that. As long as you're willing to put forth the time, put forth the effort, and, you know, just working towards it, and having a stable income, and then from that, using that stable income and the actual money you don't use and reinvest it into something that you can buy and flip, or, you know, invest, or whatever it is that you choose to do. All right, guys, and just like that, we are sold. So it officially sold. We got everything. I explained to him everything. He took it for a ride. He was extremely knowledgeable about the bike. And he was well aware that, you know, most likely it was going to need a service and stuff like that, but he was so amazed on how smooth it was driving, and like the pristine condition that it was actually cosmetically and stuff like that. So he said he's never felt like a smoother bike. He said he test drove one maybe like a week ago or something like that, and it was extremely clunky. They lied to him about the miles and stuff like that, and that's why he, like, verified the miles with me, because it has extremely low miles. But overall, we have the money. I'm gonna go to my bank and then cash it in. And now we're going to be moving on to the new bike. So again, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if there's anything that I can do to, again, assist you in your success, please feel free to reach out to me within the TechBud Solutions group chat. Just make sure you DM me. Thank you guys again. Take care.